16 Pros and Cons of Living in Massachusetts. Relocating to a new state is a massive and sometimes scary decision that can present a variety of challenges. Luckily, moving to Massachusetts could be the best decision you have ever made. It is a truly remarkable place to live and a great destination to call home. Before jumping in your car and uprooting your entire life, it's important to understand the pros and cons of living in this state. Keep reading to learn more about living in Massachusetts. Pros of living in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is a gem of a state, so there are countless advantages to living there, including 1. Comfortable weather most of the year. Residents enjoy comfortable weather most of the year. Spring brings the winter thaw and all the vegetation to life. While you may experience some rain, the temperatures are generally comfortable. Summers are on the warm side, which makes it the ideal time to find a spot on the beach or in the mountains. Autumn is by far the best time of the year for the population and visitors. The state bursts with color as the leaves put on a real show. 2. Countless self-development options. Due to the vast number of colleges and universities across Massachusetts, the state is populated with well-educated, economically productive, and well-informed individuals. The Boston area boasts over 30 colleges and universities, including Harvard, an Ivy League school, and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Other excellent schools include Boston College, Boston University, Tufts University, the University of Massachusetts, and Williams College. 3. Excellent outdoor activities. With such a diverse natural landscape, Massachusetts residents enjoy year-round outdoor activities. In the summer, many people head out to Cape Cod to enjoy the ocean and interesting little towns that traverse the land. Some prefer to visit Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket for water skiing, rowing, boating, jet skiing, and tubing. Many residents also head up into the Berkshire Mountains for hiking, fishing, hunting, and a variety of other forest activities. Those who are into birdwatching have an entire state to view interesting northeastern species. 4. Extensive natural beauty. When choosing to relocate to Massachusetts, you will be living in a naturally stunning and diverse location. The state boasts a variety of lifestyles related to the different landscapes. For instance, residents will enjoy the Atlantic coastline, consisting of white sandy beaches, rolling dunes, and oceanside cliffs. A short drive away from the coast will bring you to the Connecticut River Valley, which boasts picturesque riverside scenery. Move further inland to find scenic farmland and quaint New England villages. Keep heading west and you will reach the Berkshire Mountains, which are part of the Appalachian chain. 5. Family-friendly setting. The U.S. News consistently ranks Massachusetts as having one of the top public school systems in the country, which helps get local kids into the great higher education locations the state has to offer. Also, Massachusetts is regularly praised for its overall low crime rate, which creates a safe environment for families and residents. This is all related to education and affluence from the economy. Another role that could contribute is the strong anti-gun laws, which result in fewer gun-related crimes. 6. Rich U.S. history. Living in Massachusetts means you will be surrounded by history at every turn. Since it was one of the original 13 colonies and has had a major impact on the development of the United States, there's countless historical significance and culture within the state. For example, Plymouth Rock was one of the first permanent European settlements. As a result, all the towns that popped up after the Pilgrims settled in the area have historical sites, architecture, and interesting learning that other states may not have. 7. Robust economy. As a result of the elevated level of brainpower in the state, Massachusetts has one of the 15 largest economies in the U.S. with a plentiful number of jobs. The largest industries in the state include education, finance, healthcare, hospitality, and technology. As a result of such a robust economy, 20 Fortune 500 companies are in Massachusetts, and the largest employers are Boston University, Brigham and Women's Hospital, General Electric, and Massachusetts General Hospital. 8. Wealthy state. Massachusetts is consistently ranked as having one of the highest average household incomes in the U.S. and has one of the highest ratios of millionaire households compared to other states. This is undoubtedly due to the excellent school system and amazing colleges and universities that dot the state, along with an excellent economy bursting with job opportunities. Cons of living in Massachusetts. Despite the many perks of living in the state, there are some drawbacks you must be aware of, including 1. Challenging winter weather. Although the state experiences comfortable weather for most of the year, when winter rolls around, it can be brutal and challenging. That means you must be prepared for up to 60 inches of snowfall each year and temperatures that fall below zero. Luckily, the state and its neighbors offer fun winter sports opportunities like skiing and snowmobiling to help ease the pain of the difficult winters. 2. High cost of living. Despite the amazing amenities offered by the state, it comes at a price, which is a high cost of living. Massachusetts consistently ranks as one of the costliest states to live in every year. For example, the median home value is 75% higher than in other states, while groceries, utilities, and transportation are 5 to 15% more, and university tuition is some of the highest in the U.S. However, the cost of living is greatly impacted by your location and lifestyle within the state. The western part of the state is less expensive than Boston and the coastal areas. 3. High resident density. Massachusetts is a small state with a high population of around 7 million residents, which equates to a high population density. Most of the state is also located in the Beau-Wash megalopolis, which is a contiguous urban area home to over 50 million people, stretching from Washington, D.C. to Boston. Therefore, if you have difficulty dealing with constant congestion and large crowds, then this may not be the place for you. There are more rural areas of the state that could better fit your lifestyle, but tourists also drift into the countryside to enjoy outdoor activities. 4. Huge student population. One of the byproducts of having so many excellent universities in the state is there's a massive student population, which balloons the state's population during the school year. This means there are more people on the road, at the grocery store, at restaurants, and longer lines to perform everyday tasks. Depending on your location, you may also need to deal with noise during the weekday late into the night and property damage. Furthermore, if you choose to take mass transit, the lines will be more congested than usual due to the population increase. 5. Lack of daylight. Those moving to the state should be aware that in the winter months, the sun sets at around 4 p.m., so the days are incredibly short. This can take a major toll on physical and mental health and will certainly have an impact on your mood. The seasonal affective disorder is a regular occurrence in the Northeast and begins around November, so it is important to understand this commonly overlooked point. 6. Poor driving environment. With a large population using vehicles to get around, brutal winters with heavy salt use, and terrible traffic, reason dictates that the roads are in poor condition with numerous potholes. Also, from early spring to late fall, construction is a constant project that you must live with and plan for lengthy commutes. Additionally, street parking in Boston can be a nightmare, and if you choose to park in a garage, it can be incredibly expensive. Finally, due to the large population in the Northeast, you will most certainly come across aggressive and impatient drivers. 7. Terrible traffic. As a result of the high population in the area and across the Northeast, Massachusetts has terrible traffic, especially in and around Boston. In the summer, expect to experience hours' worth of traffic jams, especially during peak times. This means you must plan accordingly, or you will be spending a lot of time sitting in the car. For those coming from more rural areas, not being able to simply hop in your car and go can be a massive adjustment. 8. Unfriendliness reputation. Boston specifically has garnered a reputation for being unfriendly. This could be due to the city's Puritan roots or the cold, dark winters, but this stereotype is staked in truth. Experts note that Massachusetts locals are not necessarily rude, but there is a major indifference towards strangers, which can be shocking to those not from the Northeast. However, if you move elsewhere in the state, the general population is friendly and helpful, so it is centered around Boston and its suburbs.